So far, we've played the major scale step by step. That's important, but music doesn't usually move like that. Real melodies are built also on intervals, the distance between notes. In this lesson, we're going to take the major scale and break it into interval patterns, diatonic thirds, fifths, and sixths. These patterns are backbone of melodies, harmonies, and solos. They're what make your playing sound musical instead of sounding scaly. When I say diatonic, I mean intervals that stay inside the scale. Let's take thirds as an example in C major. A third up from C is E. That's a major third. 4 half steps apart. It has a brighter, happier sound. Then a third up from a D is F. That's minor third. 3 half steps apart. It has a darker, more somber flavor. This is the beauty of diatonic intervals. Sometimes you get major, sometimes you get minor. The scale itself decides. That mix of flavors is why these patterns sound so melodic. It's not just a line of notes, it's contrast and color built into the scale. Let's start with the thirds. The idea is this. You play a note, then skip to the third of that note. In C major, that looks like this. We have C paired with E, D is with F, E is with G, F was with A, G is with B, A is with C, and B is with D. I think it's a great idea to play these across string sets. Low E paired with A string paired with D, then D string paired with G string paired with B, and B string paired with high E string. You can play them one note at a time with alternate picking or try hybrid picking. This is where you pluck the lower note with your pick, then pluck the higher note with your finger. You could use middle finger, which I prefer, or ring finger. Here's a quick demonstration and notice the difference. Here's with alternate picking. Here's with hybrid picking. Hybrid picking gives a harp-like chorale effect that makes thirds sound especially sweet. Once you've imagined the thirds horizontally, then take the same thirds and see if you could connect them anchor to anchor. Instead of running the scale step by step, walk through it using diatonic thirds in each neighborhood. So just to give you an example, if I were to take the low E string going towards the D string, it would sound something like this. And this trains you to see intervals inside the map of the fretboard. Next, we have fifths. In C major, the note C would be paired with G, note D is paired with A, note E is paired with B, note F is paired with C, G is with D, A is with E, then B is with F. Here's a quick sound demonstration. For fifth intervals, each set has possible string pairs, except the B string, which only connects to the high E string. For example, the low E string could be paired with the A string. So if I'm playing the scale on the E string, its fifth interval is played on A string. Now I could take the same interval, but place it on the D string. Now the A string has a pair on the D string, or you could pair it on G string. Then the D string could be paired not only with G, but with B string. Then G string could be paired with B and the high E string. And then the B string has just the high E string pair only. Practice both string pairs where possible. Each has its own feel and advantages. And here as well, you can alternate pick, but hybrid picking is great here too. Pluck both notes at once for a punchy and melodic double stop. Now connect fifths anchor to anchor. These are strong open sounds, the same interval that builds power chords. Using them in your scale makes riffs and melodies sound solid and grounded. Finally, sixth. These are some of the most melodic intervals on guitar in my opinion. Singers use them all the time. In C major, the note C will be paired with A, note D will be paired with B, note E will be paired with C, note F will be paired with D, note G is paired with E, note A is paired with F, and note B is paired with G. Here's a quick sound demonstration. For the horizontal practice, you could play them across the string set. Low E string paired with D, A string paired with G, D string paired with B string, then G string paired with high E string. Hybrid picking is especially powerful here. Pluck the notes together as double stops, then try sliding up or down into the next sixth. That glide makes the sound even more vocal-like and expressive. Something like this. It's a really cool sound. Once you imagine the sixth horizontally, here again, walk the anchor to anchor with the sixth interval. Use slides and vibratos to make them sing. These intervals are really pure melody. They instantly sound like music, not just an exercise. When you get to the close skill practice segment for this lesson, practice diatonic thirds, fifths, sixths horizontally on the correct string sets. Then practice them anchor to anchor in every neighborhood. Use alternate picking first, then you could experiment with hybrid picking for double stops. Don't forget close skill, aim for accuracy, interval awareness, and clean sound. When you get to the open skill practice, play along with the backing track. You could divide the backing track into minute segments. The first minute, perhaps you could improvise using only thirds. Use hammer-ons, pull off out of them, or hybrid pick double stops, whatever suits your boat. Then the second minute, you could switch to the fifths, play them clean, slide between them, or pluck them as double stops. You could also use sixth interval, try sliding up through them, add vibrato, and let them breathe like a vocal line. Each interval has its own flavor. The more you use them, the more diverse and colorful your improvising becomes. To wrap up, here's the assignment for this particular lesson. Practice thirds, fifths, and sixths horizontally across all string sets, then try it in anchor to anchor. Explore alternate picking and hybrid picking, then play along with the backing track. Dedicate 1 minute to each thirds, fifths, and sixths, or you can mix them however you like. Don't forget to use your expression techniques: hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides, bends, and vibrato. Once you get comfortable with these, the major scale stops sounding like a scale. It becomes a vocabulary of melodies and harmonies.